Hey Flosstube, it's Brandy from Every Home Needs a Gnome. Because that's just true. Every home does need a gnome. Anyway, today is a Monday, November something. It's the last Monday of November of 2018. We are quickly approaching the end of this year. And I guess that's good. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But you know, today's a bad day to ask me any questions about how I feel about anything, because today I'm not feeling great about anything in life. Do you ever have those days where you're just kind of down for no good reason? I imagine if you're a woman, you do. Probably if you're a dude also. I don't know. I'm not a dude. But yeah, just kind of one of those off sorts of days. And I think it's to do with the holidays in part. So I'm trying to just buck up and deal with it. And my husband and I went out for a walk this morning, and that was really nice. Got to get some fresh air with him, and he's my best friend. So we just got to chat, and I got to share my heart with him, and that was good. So onward and upward, right? Anyway, today I just wanted to check in, quick like. Sorry, the lighting is a little weird, and you'll notice I did not do my hair. I don't do my hair most days, but most days I don't video things, so oh well. But I don't work outside the home, and the only other thing I do is go grocery shopping at Winco, which it's not the, you know, fanciest of stores, and I take my daughter to and from school and dance. So I don't have a lot of reason to ever get dressed up or do my hair, which I'm fine with. I felt like I heard somebody here, which my house should be empty. All right. If I get murdered, I'm counting on you, Flosstube. Help me out. Anyway, probably won't happen. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys some stuff. So I went shopping Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, the Saturday after Black Friday. And I went to Goodwill and to Craft Warehouse. And here's what I got at Goodwill. I picked up this box. It's kind of shaker-esque, we're calling it. Cute little Santa on it. But not my kind of Santa. But somebody took the time to paint it in 1988. Nope, 1993. JB, you did a good job. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover Santa up. Because do you guys remember last week or so-ish, I was telling you guys about a tutorial that my friend Beth Twist and I did over at Heartstring Samplery, where she taught me how to make these little boxes, right? And it's just a fabric covered box. She walked me through it. She'll walk you through it too. And I loved this project so very much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this box, and I'm going to leave the wood because it's great. But I'm going to like mount some stitching onto some cardboard and then adhere it to the lid. And then use some cording or something to edge it all pretty. And then I found this other one that's very similar, but a little bit more shaker-esque. But it was a Hallmark box. It contained 4 plates. Back in the 80s. And this is so 1980s country, right? Do y'all remember this time period? I do. And I loved it. And now I have shame. I have so much shame. I shouldn't be ashamed of what I loved. And if you love it now, don't be ashamed, for Pete's sake. That's just me. So I got those 2 things at Goodwill. I also got, I thought linen pants because I was going to deconstruct them. I was going to stain them and stitch on them. Turns out they were not linen. They were 15% linen. But 15% linen and 65% rayon does not a good fabric make for stitching. I tried. It wasn't good. So anyway, then I went over to Craft Warehouse. And while I was there, I was looking for very specific things. And so I didn't take a lot of time to look around too much. But I did come across those dish towels that, with flour sack dish towels that they have over by their embroidery floss. And so I bought some because I thought, hey, this is stitchable. I'm going to stitch on it. So I bought me some because it was on sale. Y'all, it was on sale. 5 towels for $10. That was a good deal. So I picked up 5. I got this kind of bluish gray color. That is the color. I got this brown, where this is the color. I don't know, that's weird. And then I got just ivory, and again, that's more the color. So I picked up 5 of those, 2 of the ivory and 2 of the blue and 1 of the brown. And I'm just going to coffee stain them and stitch. And I actually did start stitching on some of it, which I'll show you in a little bit. Prior to my trip Saturday, I actually went to Goodwill another day. I don't remember when. And I picked up some things. And one of the things I picked up is this little egg cup. Now this is going to come back into play in just a few minutes because I did something with it. And then I got this little, I don't know if it's an egg cup. I don't think it is. I think it's just a little dish thing. But I have plans for it too. And then I got this because I thought that was really cute. It's just a square little box. So my plan is for this is I'm going to make a lid, just a square lid. It'll just be cute. It's a little patriotic box. And that brings me to my finishes because here's what, oh, sorry, got to adjust. Here's what I did with my little egg cup that I like. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw this. I made a pin cushion. So see, there's the top. That is one of the Festive Little Fobs Christmas edition from Heartstring Samplery. And I just finished it with some little pom-poms. And it just sits on there. It's finished on the inside with some gingham. And I love this thing. It makes me so happy. Every time I see it, I want to hug it. Is that weird? Do you guys ever get that way with your stitchy stuff? Where you just want to hug it? I kind of think that's weird. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I really think it's weird. Oh well. But I'm going to do the same thing with this little guy. And these were like 99 cents each. So, what a deal. Some other finished projects. This I showed you guys like in one of my first videos. It's the Lizzie Kate Cozy Christmas Wishes. I changed some of the colors and I used a different charm because I didn't get her charm. And then I finished it just as a little pillow ornament. And there's the back. And a ribbon. Oh my word. A ribbon thing. So there's that. I gotta tell you, I'm not crazy about this. And I think that the reason I'm not crazy about it, honestly, it looks cuter in the video than it does in person. But I'm just not crazy about this fabric. This was stuff that I found at Joann's. Just linen I found at Joann's. That's like Ada or Charles Craft. It's Charles Craft linen. I'm not crazy about it, but It's what I had. Another finish, and I made sure to finish this the day before Thanksgiving. And everything give thanks. This was a Plum Street Sampler freebie. And it's just finished with kind of a neutral background, because that's literally the only thing I had that matched. And I didn't do any kind of edging because I don't have hardly any. I really need to stock up on some, because it's pretty, like rickrack and pom-poms and chenille and all that stuff. Like, that's so pretty, but I don't have any of it, or very little of it. So anyway, it's a thing to get. So many things to get, you guys. I keep seeing, like, I'm, you know, as I'm watching Flosstube, I'm like writing things down that I want, different patterns and things that people are like, look at this new thing that I got, and it's so amazing. So one of these days, I'm gonna actually buy a pattern, and it's gonna be wonderful. Like, buy a pattern from, I don't know, like Plum Street or Blackbird or whatevs. Because there's some really awesome patterns out there, and I'm excited. So anyway, here is what I've been working on. I actually have only just been working on this for a couple of days, and it's that blue towel, and I just cut a chunk, and I've started, what is this one called? It's Holy Night by Plum Street Sampler. It's another freebie. You can find that on their website. And it's a pretty tiny stitch count, but I don't know what. But I'm saying tiny. And my needle's flying around everywhere. So anyway, I'm actually really enjoying stitching on that. It's definitely not as forgiving a fabric as linen, because it is 100% cotton, I believe. But it's nice. I like the fact that like one thread has such good coverage. Now, I imagine if I was stitching with black, it wouldn't be great. But I'm really liking the way it covers. And I have changed some colors on this. I was using the DMC conversion because I didn't have all of the colors that she called for in... Oh, no, it calls for DMC. But I didn't have all the colors. And some that I had just don't look right. It was weird, like really weird. So I changed them. 'Cause that's how I roll. So yeah, that's me this week. It's not very exciting, is it? I did want to show you guys. That's my computer back there because I'm supposed to be editing a podcast episode, but I fall asleep when I edit. So I decided to stitch instead. And then I decided to film. But I really need to edit because this needs to get up tonight. Yeah. Anyway, you guys know the pain. I wanted to show you something. Okay, so see, you all know I like gnomes. Yeah, we know that. We've established that. Do you guys see that? Oh, that's not going to work. I've got these great little gnome earrings that my mom gave to me. For my birthday. Whoa. It doesn't want to... Oh, sad face. Okay, will you just trust me that it's a super cute gnome? And go check out this girl's store. It's Ziva Creations. I'll put a link. Not a link. I'll put her site in my notes. But anyway, these are the cutest little earrings, and I so wish you could see them. It's these little gnomes, and they're holding like little shovels. They're so cute. I usually don't wear dangly earrings, but for this gnome, I'm doing it because he's cute, even though he's totally covered up by my hair. What else can I tell you? This is only 15 minutes long so far, and I feel like I need to tell you more. Oh, so I don't really have any other whips. I do, but they're all commission pieces, and I'm not sure. Can I show you guys that? I guess I can. Yeah, I can. But they're not handy. So I won't right now. But I can tell you one of them is for Spacious Skies. They're all heartstring samplery ones. A lady has commissioned me to do a bunch of her pieces. So it's for Spacious Skies, Long May She Wave, and a patriotic pin drum. And there's something else. One or two other things. And so I've been working on those. So those have honestly been consuming a good chunk of my time and doing just these little finishes. I've discovered, remember at the very first video, I was talking about how I have a hard time sticking with things. Like I jump from craft to craft and project to project. And you can see like these pen and ink drawings back here that was honestly my first endeavor into getting paid for doing art. And I did that for a couple of years, and that was fun. But it also was the time when the economy was crashing. And it turns out when people need to choose between food on the table or art on their walls, they choose food every time. So just as I was starting to come up, the economy crashed and people didn't want to buy art anymore. So I made a few sales and that was it. So that was a bummer. And also a little bit discouraging. So I've kind of tried to venture into things that are a little bit lower cost for people to buy. Which is why I do bookbinding and stitchy stuff and gnomes and all that good thing. Anyway, I got off on that rabbit trail and almost forgot where I was going. But the point is that I hop around a lot. And one of the things that I've discovered with stitching that's really nice is that doing the smalls and having finishes like this pin cushion, literally, I did all of the stitching in one evening. And then as soon as I got the egg cup, I did that, and it was like an hour or whatever. It wasn't very long, you know. And then it's like I have this cute, wonderful little piece that I love, and it didn't take me hardly any time. Same with like the scissor fobs and the strawberries and all the little freebie sampler things that you get from everybody's websites. Because they're small, they go pretty quickly. And there's just satisfaction in that. And so I've really been enjoying being able to produce an end result. I like the process and I like the completion. Like the process and the product. That's the word. Forgot it. But I like to have both. I don't like leaving things unfinished, which is ironic because what you can't see behind me is that we've got vaulted ceilings. This is a great story. We have vaulted ceilings. And we decided about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, that we were going to paint the interior of our entire home. I'm less than 5 feet tall and afraid of heights. Ladders and I don't get along well. So I painted as high up as I could go, which is about 2/3 of the way. But see, can you see this? Whoops, I popped my phone off. Anyway, the whole house is like that. Mostly painted, but not fully painted. Because I don't know why. Because I'm waiting for my husband to do it. And he's a busy guy. And that's never the first thing on his list of things to do. Anyway, you guys, I'm about to run out of film. So I'm going to go now. Have a good day. Wherever you are in your emotional state, high, low, or in between, just know that you're not alone. And you've got a friend in me. All right, you guys. Have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Stitch on. Bye.